Hello and welcome to the Deep Insight. On November 21st, an Indian citizen from Arunachal Pradesh was stopped during a normal airport transit in Shanghai. Her passport wasn't expired, her visa wasn't incorrect, her documents were perfectly valid. But Chinese immigration declared one thing unacceptable: the place she was born. This is the story of Tawang, also known as Premas, an Indian citizen, financial advisor in the UK, traveling from London to Japan with a simple stopover in Shanghai. She clears the e-gates. She gets into the security queue for her connecting flight. And then suddenly, an immigration officer pulls her aside. Her nationality wasn't questioned. Her identity wasn't questioned. Only her birthplace, Rupa, Arunachal Pradesh. According to Premas, she was held for 18 hours inside the terminal. She had no access to proper food, no rest after a 12-hour flight, and extremely limited communication. Wi-Fi barely worked. Western apps were blocked. Even contacting her family was nearly impossible. She repeatedly asked officials for the legal basis of her detention, but officers reportedly mocked her instead. At one point telling her to apply for a Chinese passport if she wanted to transit. Eventually, she managed to contact a friend in the UK who alerted the Indian consulate in Shanghai. Only after Indian officials intervened were the Chinese officers willing to release her. But they didn't let her leave freely. They forced her to buy another ticket, this time to return to India via Thailand. She asked the obvious question: if my passport is invalid, why did China Eastern Airlines let me board in London? No explanation was given. China denies all allegations of harassment. The Chinese Foreign Ministry claims immigration acted according to law and states she was provided with rest, water, and food, directly contradicting her testimony. This is the core of the issue. This incident was not about security, crime, or procedure. It was about politics, borders, and territorial claims. To understand why her passport became a political target, we need to understand why Arunachal Pradesh is, historically, legally, and administratively, part of India. The border between India and Tibet was formally drawn in 1914 at the Simla Convention, producing the McMahon Line. The region we now call Arunachal Pradesh fell entirely on the Indian side of this boundary. When India became independent in 1947, the territory now known as Arunachal Pradesh, then the Northeast Frontier Agency, was fully under Indian governance. India has continually administered the region, built infrastructure, conducted elections, and delivered public services. There has never been Chinese civilian administration over the region. Most importantly, the people of Arunachal Pradesh overwhelmingly identify as Indian. They elect Indian governments, use Indian laws, hold Indian passports, and have fought alongside Indian forces during conflicts. China briefly occupied parts of the territory during the 1962 war, but withdrew unilaterally. They left behind no government, no infrastructure, no local support. India resumed full control immediately. The global community, including the United Nations, recognizes Arunachal Pradesh as part of India. No major nation supports China's territorial claim. Historically, legally, politically, and culturally, Arunachal Pradesh is Indian territory. China's claim is based on a later reinterpretation tied to Mao's five-finger theory, not on governance or consent of the people. They will come for Ladakh next. The incident with Premas is part of a larger pattern China has used for years, often called documentary expansionism. These actions are meant to undermine India's sovereignty using paperwork instead of soldiers. India reportedly filed a formal protest in Beijing and New Delhi. Analysts say the timing is significant. Both nations were attempting a slow reset in relations after years of tension. This incident is seen by experts as a deliberate message. China is not backing down on its territorial claims. Beyond the geopolitics, this is also a personal story. A woman traveling for a holiday found her birthplace questioned, her identity dismissed, and her rights ignored. If China believes I'm Chinese, then give me voting rights, pensions, and property. You can't claim me without giving me rights. And she's right. Identity cannot be manipulated. Passports cannot be weaponized. And travelers, no matter where they come from, deserve dignity. This incident was bigger than one person. It touched a nerve across India because it highlighted a simple truth. Arunachal Pradesh is Indian territory, and its people deserve to travel without being used in political games. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Should India respond more strongly? And how do you think this incident will impact India-China relations going forward? If you do like this video, please do comment, like, share and subscribe. Bye for now.